Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to On Loose Lines. Now, hopefully, I've got everything working the way it should be working and going. Probably still got a couple of little teething bumps happening with a couple of things, but we'll go from there. Had a beautiful root canal today too, so yeah, appreciate all the sympathy I'm not going to get, but that's all right. Right, big show. We've got Kimberly Buck going to join us. We've also got Alex Ashwood will be joining me live on the show as well. Kimberly, two reasons. One, drove a 200th winner on Sunday, just gone, which is a mighty achievement for anyone. And also, she's also been to the Vincent Delaney Memorial, which is one of my tickets down the bottom. So also the reason we've got the Diamond Creek jacket on, plenty happening in the world of Diamond Creek, of course. So we've got plenty happening there. Timmy White, hello to you, Timmy. Shouldn't you be in us? I reckon he should be in a New Zealand Breeders seminar, but anyway, I'm wondering what Timmy looks like. That's the great man just there. So unless it's his the other one, no, it might be the other one. It is too. That's okay. That's why the other Timmy White. I still like putting that one out there. So yeah, because Brent and Timmy, well done to you guys, or well done to Dad anyway for training his 200th winner. I think the boys have done 86 together as a partnership. So well done to you and Dad the other day. Russell Jack, hello to you. Got a couple of horses back racing very shortly as well. So going from there. So, yep, we'll be getting him on. Alex Ashwood, he put a post up the other day, wanted to go back to Queensland. So that's sort of what I was getting about with my comments today. Name somewhere, a carnival you want to go to. I'm going back to the Vincent Delaney Memorial this weekend and really looking forward to it and pretty excited actually about it, to be honest. So I want to get there and enjoy the hospitality that I will be treated by the Delaneys, Derek and his beautiful family and everyone along there. And I encourage people to keep up to date with everything that is going on over there for me. You'll be able to see it there at the Vincent Delaney Memorial Racing Weekend. So if you want to be able to watch the racing and that, it's back at Tier Prince this year. So a little bit of excitement there. They're doing a lot of recaptures and that. Be able to see a lot of the horses, and they give you quite a fair bit of insight in that too. So that's where I'm heading Sunday. The races will be the following Sunday as well. Going to go on to the tour though, and have a good look around the tour. That was awesome last year. Actually, that's my post, but that was pretty awesome last year. Everyone out there dancing and having a lot of fun. So, Roddo Kane, hello to you, Roddy. Got a few horses back up and going too. So, probably sitting there with Mr. Russell Jack, I'd suggest. I don't know, but yeah, so plenty happening in the world there of racing, and I just want to know somewhere where people want to go. People want to have fun, but yeah, anyone that's a regular knows how it works. If you're new to the show, type in the comments. Give me a place that you would like to go to race, whether it just be the Queensland Carnival, just been running one, or somewhere else. So yeah, just let me know in the comment section and have a bit of fun. Been a very, very big week here in Australia, I suppose, with Andrew Kelly, HRA CEO, standing down. I believe there might have been a meeting today to discuss the when and where. I would imagine won't be until after the Eureka. But yeah, so the Eureka will be run at Menangle, I believe, in September, early September. So they're starting to filter a few out there. I would imagine he won't be stepping down until after that. I think it'll be potentially the last time that it'll be run in that vein. I believe that the Eureka will go to Queensland, but it won't be quite the same format, is what I was heard today. One of the little stories. If you're on YouTube, I am watching. If you're on Twitter, I'm watching as well. So please get involved with the comments in the comment section as well. So just to have a bit of fun. But yeah, so that's one of the stories that going out about the Eureka. So not sure exactly where it is and where it's going to end up, but that's one of the stories anyway. So it'd be interesting to see from there. I did also notice that Bob Fowler stood off the Harness Racing Australian Committee board, I believe, last Friday as well. So plenty of big news happening there. And also David Branch, very familiar face for Campbell's comments, and got a lot of time for David. He's always been great on the show. He also uses the show to promote what they've got going over there. Of course, Cambridge and Cambridge Raceway. They got the first of the slot races up and going, and then the tab slot the year after. Louise Toolman, she's watching. She should be in that meeting. I know that. The seminars, I don't think they're finished yet. They might be. They might go for a bit over an year and a half, so maybe she can. Harasta Trotters, of course, over there in Yabby Dam Farms, over there selling the stallions, and we can make sure we put those up. The fact that I've got bad button, sorry, very bad button to push that one. I do those from time to time, but we can put that one there up. I'll get rid of the other ticker underneath because it does look a little bit untidy there now. But of course, the stallion roster is out for the guys at Yabby Dam Farms. That's just the chilled horses standing here in Australia with EL Titan Classic Connection, always ready and used to me in Queensland, and Call Me the Breeze joining Classic and EL Titan here in Victoria, and then in New Zealand on a streak, of course, bred along those same lines as Volstead, and all cashed up. A horse that raced for Bernie and Michelle Hackett up until just recently, and I think 14, 15 win horse there. So he'll be stepping out. He's going to Wayair Farm. So get in touch with the team at yabbydamracing.com.au. You can still do everything through Harasta Trotters too, harastatrotters.com.au as well, to get in touch with everything there. There is going to be a bit of a rebranding, though, predominantly going to be around the YDF. Actually lost my YDF hat. I don't know where it is. So, Louise, that's one thing we'll have to give me back when I get back, one of those. But, we'll get to that as well. So, plenty happening there. Plenty of other random news going on. Some interesting little stats and a few other little ones that I'll start to bring through as we go through the show. But let's just see, because I definitely have quite a few. Colin Hind, Graham Hand, got quite a few Kiwis on there. So there's a bit of pressure on Kimmy here, but hopefully she answers.
Hello, Paul.
Kimberly, how are you?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Now, I need to make sure one thing firstly, is the feedback, have you got any feedback happening there at the minute?
Yeah, I do.
Right, yeah. I'll try and do something different. I might have to ring you back. I'll just see if I can do it without... that was the wrong button. I've got to work out how to do this. Right, we'll do it this way. I apologise for that. No one else can hear the feedback, but it's a bit hard for the people at the other end. I tried a few different things to stop it, but they'll be able to hear. I'll just hold the phone right next to the microphone. Kimmy, firstly, congratulations.
No, thank you very much.
Must have been a great little thrill.
Yeah, it was. It was, been on the back of my mind for a little bit now for the last few weeks. So yeah, to get the job done was a big thrill.
Was it something you set about this year?
Not exactly. I thought it was something I could possibly reach in the next couple of years, and I was just pretty lucky to have a decent first half of the year this year. So it become achievable, and sort of probably more partway through the year that I thought I would like to get it this year.
Yeah. Yourself and Johnny, I know I've done Over the Ditch with Maddie Markham, and I'm hoping to get Maddie and that show back up and going, as well as with, I'm in trouble now. But anyway, that's okay. Lukey Whittaker. They provide plenty of contact. Always a little bit of banter, but, Maddie was always inferring, I think he called it Pillowgate about 2 years ago. Yourself and Johnny having a good old contest to see who could be the leading driver in the stable, and a little bit of fun, but Johnny sort of stepped it up a bit this year.
Johnny sort of took it and ran with it, and there was a year there that we were pretty much toe for toe, but he sort of stepped up his game lately. It's
good for you, so you both train together. You work. I'm not sure is Johnny working anywhere at the minute?
Just for us, he's working our ones. Yeah.
Yeah, you got plenty in work too, haven't you?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we're doing there's about 10 there at the moment, so definitely enough to keep him busy.
For the Aussies watching, to drive 200 winners, it's no mean feat even here in Australia. But in New Zealand, like you race this time of year, you're racing maybe 3 times a week, but predominantly just 2 times a week through the depth of winter. It does step up through the summertime, but even then, on the South Island, I'm talking on the South Island, but on the South Island, you're still probably only racing 3, maybe 4 times a week. You don't race every day like we do here in Australia.
No, we generally, like for myself anyway, it's definitely 3 times a week at most. There are others that do travel down to Southland, which can make it 4 times, and then a few others that travel up to Manawan too and things like that. But quite often now, the way they've done the calendar, Southland and our Sunday meetings up here fall on the same day. So yeah, probably about 3, maximum 4 meetings a week for most people.
Yeah, which can. Some parts of it I say are good because you're not racing day to day, but the flip side of that is that means because you're not racing day to day that every driver's nearly available at every meeting.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in Canterbury, we're blessed with there's a lot of good drivers, and there are a lot of drivers around. So drives don't always come that easy, and that's for everyone from the bottom to the top. People here are pretty loyal and have their regular drivers. So yeah, it's just got to keep working away and keep helping everyone when you can, and see how you get on.
Yep, and that's I personally I love it. I do wish Australian racing potentially would be a lot more like you guys, if you like. I do. There's definitely some parts of it that would be an issue, but I'm sure a lot of the trainers and drivers over here would like it. But it is definitely not all beer and skittles, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like everyone in the game knows, it's a lot of long hours and hard work, and yeah, doesn't want to get too overbearing. So I think we're doing it pretty well.
Yep, and enjoying it, and go from there. We have got Timmy White. I had the wrong Tim White on it. Definitely not the Timmy White that I put that photo up. The other Timmy White won't be that happy that I put that photo back up, but that's okay. But Brent and Timmy, one great supporters of yours. It must have been great to bring your milestone up on Major Doozy for them.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was something that I really wanted to do, and there'd been a couple of others racing that I hadn't been driving, and just secretly to myself, I was a little bit hoping that they didn't get it, because yeah, they have been massive supporters of me, and I owe probably my driving career at the moment to them. So yeah, it was something I really wanted to do, and yeah, I'm really rapt that it happened that way.
And it was pretty fitting to join Brent with his 300th winner as a trainer. I'll get into trouble there, but his
yeah.
his 300th as a partnership. I think I saw somewhere. I think it's 81 or 89.
89, yeah.
Yeah, they've had as a partnership, but Brent in his own right. So I'm sure that's probably a photo that probably belongs in the stables, I'd say.
Yeah. Hopefully, someone can check that up. But yeah, no, it was very special, and yeah, no, it was exactly how I wanted it to happen.
Yeah, no, I think it's great, and they're great supporters of Campbell's Comments. I have a lot of time, as yourself and Johnny are, but also I think they're great for the sport. They train at Ashwood. How many horses they got in work at the minute, Kimmy?
We're actually up to 30. We're we numbered getting up there a lot, and yeah, they're going pretty good.
Yeah, they had a new stable being built last time I was there. I didn't get to see it, but it was only started at that stage. Clearly, it's been built and full because 30 horses in Ashburton in wintertime could be very trying, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, it's working out super with the 2 barns at the moment. We've got babies in one, and the race team in the other, and yeah, it's just working out really well, and we still have paddocks to spare, so nothing's getting overrun or overworked, and yeah, it's just working out really good.
It's a great facility. A lot of people, probably especially Aussies, wouldn't be aware of Ashburton. It's a great facility to train horses at, especially like with the people around you as well, Johnny Morrison and those guys. There's plenty of fun to be had.
Yeah, definitely. It's an awesome place to work, and like you say, everyone gets on really well. There's galloping trainers and trotting trainers, and everyone's mates. Like we'll catch up for a beer on Saturday afternoon, things like that. So yeah, it's a really awesome place to work.
No, it is indeed. Right, Kimmy, the other reason I got you on is because that's why the ticker's on there down the bottom, because I'm heading back to the Vincent Delaney Memorial. And as your dad said to me, actually, we got Mark Hughes watching Drain the Swamp. We'll get to Drain the Swamp in a minute, Hughesy. Don't you worry about that. He's watching on YouTube. So I've got one comment on YouTube. We've got no one on Facebook. There's no love at all from anyone, but that's okay. Vincent Delaney Memorial is on again this week. Yourself and Johnny went over there last year. It's a fabulous carnival. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's the best trip we've ever been on. And it was a little bit... actually a lot gutted that we weren't able to make it work to go back this year, and it's something I definitely we will do again. It was just awesome. I can't recommend it enough.
You ran third. The name of the race has escaped me, and I can't do that.
Bernie Kelly.
Bernie Kelly, yeah. I was going to say Dorothy, but that's the Cambridge race. But
Yep.
yeah, the Bernie Kelly. And there was some amazing scenes with her daughter actually winning the race on that occasion. But even yourself, I remember you're out of the car. You're pumped. It was a great thrill, wasn't it?
Yeah, like just huge adrenaline rush, somewhere completely different. And we were actually racing on a synthetic track, which is new again. And it was just so cool. And to run third was awesome. But to watch Bernie Kelly's daughter actually win the race was just grace. It was actually gave you goosebumps. It was just the coolest thing.
Yeah, it was, and they are a lot of fun. Davis Wall, I'll get to you in a sec. We've got another question there for Kimmy in a sec. I'll get to that. It is a lot of fun. They're infectious people, but I was talking to Dad the other day, and he's very jealous because he's been across there a few times, but I'm going to Tier Prince, so back to Wales, which is going to be very different again. And but it's a great association you guys have been able to have, and I think it's one of the things people need to be aware of. Like, probably one of the reasons you got asked to go was through your dad. When you start going to these events, you build such a rapport with so many great people, don't you?
100%. And, we became friends on Facebook with most of the people we met. And, we love following them along now over from here. And, Lauren Tridden and Shane, they were over there with us last year. And they've struck up a really good relationship. And I think they're even trading horses for each other and stuff now. So, yeah, it's really cool to see another side of racing from different countries, but also just to meet some great people and, make lifelong friends.
I saw Lauren was on, I don't know if it was the rifle range or the pistol range or whatever.
Yeah.
It was very concerning. It is going to get brought up when I catch up with her. It's going to be one of those questions I am going to ask. What was she up to? Because it did look dangerous, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of it now. But they look like they're doing awesome in America, and there's another lot we love following along with.
Yeah. What's one carnival you'd like to go to, Kimmy, that you haven't been to? Like, is there something you'd like to attend?
Yeah, definitely the elite lot.
Yep.
As a kid, I watched Dad take Lyle Creek over. He didn't make the final, but yeah, watching that as a kid, and then watching Jess and Greg over there, a couple of years ago, they just look like superstars. Just to watch that sort of class of horse, and trotters are my favourite. So yeah, definitely the elite lot would be on the bucket list. Yeah,
that's it is one of those meetings. I think I'm going to try and get there next year. Even the boys have been saying about the Prix d'Amérique. I think it is in January. The time is not that great for us over here. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
But yeah, they reckon it's stunning and just a very different event as well. So a little bit different to everyone says about the Little Brown Drug. You did go to America. Did you go to Canada when you were before you went to Ireland?
No, I just went to Johnny and I just went to America. Went to New York and New Jersey. So we were actually at the Meadowlands for the Hambletonian. So that was awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Woodbine and that in Canada. It just looks magic. The Mohawk Millions, I think it is. It just looks spectacular as well. So, but yeah, there are some really cool ones going around. Kimmy, the Davis Wall has had. Does Kim think Masterclass will win one soon?
Bloody hope so.
You nearly dropped the F-bomb.
He's me mate. He's my old favourite, but yeah, he's just been a bit disappointing the last couple. But we'll see if we can work the oracle and get him back in the winner's circle.
And I am in trouble. Did you win your first Group 1 this year, or was it Group 3?
Just Group 3.
It was a Group 3 for your relations, which, no offence, but the butts have lots of relations everywhere. You've got to be very, very careful where you go. But has that been the highlight of your career so far, or is there another highlight that sticks out in your 200 wins?
They're all good, but the two Group 3s with Euro style for Derek and Adele, that's definitely up there. She's a pretty special horse, and yeah, I'm just so lucky to drive her. So yeah, I think that's pretty high up there, and every win for like Nana or my family, they're always special too. So, yeah, no, pretty lucky all round.
Yeah, you've had a good career so far, and only onward and upward, hopefully, and a lot of fun. Just quickly, Pin Seeker, he unfortunately, things just didn't go to plan in Queensland. Is he back home, and is he well?
He's due to fly home tonight.
Okay.
They just had a little bit of, it was meant to be last night, a little bit of plane trouble, but yeah, he's on a flight out tonight. He had a couple of weeks off in Queensland with a bit of warmer weather and sun's back, and yeah, hopefully he should be at home about 7:30 in the morning.
Yep, very good. I imagine you guys would be wrapped with that to get him home.
Very excited to get him home, and a little bit of quiet time for him, and yeah, get going again, and hopefully aim for the cup.
Yep, and go from there. Just for people not watching, watching, but maybe never driven a horse before, Kimmy, when one gets onto the discs, like it can be a horrible feeling for looking at poor old Johnny. I shouldn't say that, poor Johnny. I could leave the old part out for him, but it's just a horrible sensation. And if you go back and watch his last start, Johnny tried everything. He wasn't. I think it was Adam Sanderson was in front of him. He wasn't in his good books because it was Luke McCarthy actually. That's right. He was using. He was using his helmet just to try and let his hands go so that the horse would drop the bit, and by dropping the bit doesn't come back as far and kick the wheels as hard. But it is just a horrible feeling, isn't it?
It is. Some horses don't mind it too much, but other horses it just sends them over the edge. And Pinseek is one of those horses, and it's surprises us all because he is the most laid-back horse you've ever met, around the stables, at home, to do anything with. He's the cruisiest animal, and then, race day he's got on the wheels a couple of times now, and it's just tipped him over. And, the more they pull, the more the cart rides up. So you're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place where you need to really try let the heads go to, relax the cart off. But, once they, at the end of the day, they're 500, 600 kg animals. Once they decide they want to run, 80, 90 kg man isn't going to hold on to them.
He'd be happy with you saying 80. He doesn't want the 90. He doesn't want the 90. The 90 you mentioned. Is he suspended at the minute, or?
No. He drove on Friday night, won a race for Jenny, so kept him in the good books.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that always keeps you in the good books with the mother-in-law. That's that is for sure. Just back to Pin Seeker. Why does he do it intermittently? Is there a reason?
Different carts. So the first two starts in Australia, he had a long cart on and didn't get on the discs, so he relaxed a lot better. Whereas that night there was a bit of a mix-up with carts. He ended up with a different one that turned out to be a bit shorter, and that's pretty much the reason. So we've ordered a cart just for him, a long one, so that will just be going everywhere he goes. Yep,
sounds like a good idea. Pay a little bit extra and go from there, because when he settles, got to go back to he's running the slot race at Cambridge, and it was phenomenal on that occasion, chasing home some superstars there, and he is made of the right stuff. It's just got to go the right way for him at the minute.
Yeah, 100%. We know he's got it there, so we just got to get him back to what we know he can do.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Kimmy, I'll let you go. Hughesy and I will look after you guys. We'll make sure that everyone remembers you when we get across there, and I'll send plenty of photos of the beautiful weather, and that.
Great.
But more importantly, congratulations on a milestone, Kimmy, and as well to Brent and Timmy. Well done. 300 winners as a trainer, and I think it's a great effort, and they've having huge run with Little American Me. What's he up to?
He's not far away. Actually, he should be racing in next week.
Yeah, they were able to put him out. We've had no correspondence the whole time, and now we've got two. Lawrence McCormick. Jenny will be wrapped with being called the mother-in-law. And not much fun when you're just a passenger, and that's from Malcolm Little, and he's spot on. So right. Exactly. So at least I know it's working, and you got a little bit of love eventually. It just took a while just for me to put the wrong words in there. Kimmy, thanks for joining me. Don't be a stranger. We'll get you on over the ditch and that. Say hello to Johnny, and Yep. Drive another 100 winners in the next year or two. That'd be terrific.
Beautiful. Sounds good. Thank you very much, Paul.
See ya.
See ya, bye.
Kimberly Butt, a lady I did get to know quite well prior to going across to the Vincent Delaney Memorial. But as I said, when you go on these trips and you get the opportunity to experience a different lifestyle, I suppose, and you see people in a very different manner, it's very, very awesome, actually. And I want to try and get to as many of these carnivals over the journey as I can. I am going to be at the Vincent Delaney Memorial. I'm looking forward to being able to promote it. Hello, Jackie Gibson, Alex Hurley, Tony Jackson as well. So hello, guys. Please get involved if you want to. But trips, I know Jack doesn't mind the old trip up to Queensland to warm up from young, and that she might have a honeymoon soon, and Jocko might be taking her away somewhere. Alex Hurley, she just likes the cold weather, just staying down there in beautiful Darrawheat, Gwyn, beautiful part of the world, and maybe she classes it at Monagita. I don't know where she actually classes it, but it doesn't have to be. I don't. One thing I do get frustrated by, I'm going back to my camp drafts and that this year, and the grandfather clock, I look like doing Warwick for the first time. I did Dolby last year. I'll probably go to the Nutrient Sale as well. These events, got to go and see them. If you love horses and you love animals, these are just amazing events to go and see, and we need to be able to see them, and we need to be able to get people out to them and promoting them as well. What I might do is, while I'm having my guests on, I might give Alex a call and we'll get him on. I've still got plenty of stuff after that to do, so if Alex doesn't actually answer, we can go from there. But sorry, I'm pushing too many buttons because I spoke to him a little bit earlier, so it should be quicker to go this way. There he is there, and we'll just put him up here on this way. So I do apologise for this, but it does work, so it will be fine. Hopefully he answers. Did say to him I'd be live when I rang, so we'll see how he goes. Oh.
No message can be left on this.
He's not there at the minute. He used to have this shocker. He used to have a shocking one where he would, hello, and then you have to keep ringing back. I hate those message banks, I must say. So what I'll do, he'll call me back, I would imagine, all going well. He should be able to get back to me soon. But I just wanted to touch base, one on carnivals, but also the carnival that they actually had up there as well. Both he and Tay had a terrific carnival, so I just wanted to make sure we touch base on that. Right, let's go through some of the oddities. Right, I didn't get a tile done for this one. We'll go this way. It's actually interesting just talking to Kim there before, and she mentioned Lyell Creek. And so at Menangle, there's been plenty of good stories. I've got the different gravy and that to come up in a minute. But this one here, just off the back of, so I think I have to go to that. And then we will hit this button here. Donegal Luther. So this horse got me interested then. Better's Creek out of Donegal Lucy and the breeding of it, because it's not a horse that I know a lot of. This horse is a Better's Delight out of a half-sister to Lyell Creek. So Better's Creek is by Better's Delight out of a half-sister to Lyell Creek. And it's left this horse here, Donegal Luther. I love breeding. I love how quirky it can be. I love the blue bloods, and we'll touch on one of those in a minute. But also just these random ones and how people come to come to get it. Donegal Lucy is actually bred by Murray as well. So he bred Better's Creek, and he also bred Donegal Lucy. And I think she's the only winner, maybe the only producer out of that whole family. So it's quite interesting how this horse has been able to get there. But yeah, it's done an amazing job, and that's one of the little oddities, I reckon. Donegal Luther, out of a half sister to Lyell Creek, going there. We've got the Aldebaran Park stay-in roster. I'll try Alex again in a minute, but he might be there. The stay-in roster is out there with exciting news of Aldebaran Zeus joining the stay-in barn. There'll be some video footage coming up very shortly. $3,500 plus GST, the son of Muscle Hill, 152 and 2 trotting sire, and Sky Valley here in Australia. And then for the New Zealanders, and there's plenty of Kiwis watching the show, you've got Aldebaran Zeus and Eagle, again, frozen semen only for Eagle, $3,450, including GST. You can get in touch with Danny Thackeray. Go to aldebaranpark.com, aldebaranpark.com, and you'll be able to get in touch with the team there, Andrew Fitzgerald, will be dealing with the seamen on the other side of the ditch. So please get in touch with those guys for more information in regards to those horses, and going from there. And there's I'll put the ticker across the bottom. Actually, Jackie Gibson, of course, that foal there, the Better's Delight out of I Keep Smiling. It will be going out to the Warwick Farm Nutrient Standardbred sales this next March the 8th, the second Sunday in March, and we'll go under the hammer. And of course, that's going to be a very popular little horse going through there. So that's part of the Nutrient sales. The Nutrient dates, the sale dates are there. February 14th, Valentine's Day in Tasmania, a Saturday. Be aware of that. It's actually Hunter Cup Day. Sunshine Stars yearling sale on the 22nd of February in Brisbane at the Creek. Almost left me then. Then I said a horse before at Jackie's as Josh Devine joins in. Of course, Joshy bred a horse there recently. Bought a horse, sale topping filly. Didn't buy a horse, bought one of Jackie's there on the 8th of March. Bathurst on the 22nd of March. Coming up, that'll come up soon as well, part of the Pacing Gold series. And then the yearling sales 12th of April in Melbourne. So make sure you're in touch with the team at Nutrient Standardbreds. .com.au for more details. Contact Bardo and the crew, but I believe entries will open very, very shortly for that one as well. So make sure you get in touch with that. I've got to find me different gravy. Here it is here. If you didn't see this horse today, this horse is called Senses. First up today, 155.2. This is a 2-year-old filly by American Ideal out of Let Us Reason, and 26.5. And yes, that is a half sister to Larry, Leap to Fame, and also the other horse has just left me, and I had his name first, and I wanted to go the other way, and his name just left me, Swayze. So make sure you get in touch with the team. The Woodland Stallion roster is out there. The New Zealand roster is out as well. Cam Grant is down there in New Zealand, down at Invercargill as we speak, selling the boys' service fees. So get in touch with the team at woodlandstud.co.nz. I have got their hat. I've just stuck with the one hat, but that's okay. We don't have to stress too much over that going forward. That'll be fine. Dave Miles had a good weekend. Looked like diamonds with our Princess Di running third actually on Saturday night. And of course he also had a winner on the Friday night, Evil Eye, and down by the seaside. So he's had a pretty good weekend, Milesy, that's for sure. All the rage, Lukey Dunn and Tori Hutchison, congratulations, first Metropolitan winner. I want to start highlighting, as I said to last week, we had Taylor Ewell and Lockie Cook. Last week, young people doing a great job, all the rage. He's been 120 raider. He's been around for a long time, and Luke and Tori were able to get their first Metro win the other night with this horse and been a green campaigner. So well done to those guys. I think it was awesome. And then on the Friday night, the night before, Fair Chance for Leon Fanning and Andrea O'Gorman, regular viewers on Campbell's Comments, regular viewers onto the show as well. So really do appreciate it. Them coming in nearly knocked everything flying, including water over computers. Not ideal to do. Does I Keep Smiling have a younger sibling coming through? Yes, does have. Does she have a younger sibling coming through? That's a very, very interesting point. We'll find it out for you. Tone. What do I have to go to? Results. Bear with me. Anyone that's watched this show, though, knows exactly how it works, so don't stress too much. Hopefully we'll be able to get Alex, but if we don't, we don't. I'll go through everything I can. We've actually got a horse trialling tonight, so hopefully she trials right. She's actually a project out of the Breed to Succeed. Anyone that watched the Breed to Succeeds, haven't gone too hard on this horse just yet because I don't want to get carried away and she'd be no good. But I do like her. Hopefully she behaves herself tonight at the trials and goes okay. But yeah, definitely a prodigy of the original Breed to Succeed through HBV, Harness Breeders of Victoria, Nick Hooper and Brett Coffey. Of course, they suggested to me, went out too far. They suggested to me to do this breeding, so we did this. So Tony, this is the breeding there. You can see I Keep Smiling. There is by Sweet Lou. I see the seaside. Alex. Hey, mate. I've just got to say one thing. I just got to finish one thing and then I'll get to you, so don't stress. So I see the Seaside, you are live, don't worry. So don't say anything on there. It's had 2 starts for 2 wins, and then I see as a Captain Crunch, it's had 4 starts for nothing. So there's definitely a couple there, missed to down by the Seaside, Tony. So hopefully that answers those questions, and we might be able to get a bit more of an update off Jackie. I don't know who's got I see the Seaside, but that's okay. Alex Ashwood joins me. Hello, mate.
Hey, Paulie, what's going on?
You didn't answer the phone when I rang you.
That's all right. I'll just unload. That's good.
All right, were you at the races?
Yeah, I was at Maryborough today.
Oh, very good. How'd you go?
Around in circles.
I'll take it that was that well. Mate, I want to get you on one for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to say congratulations for your campaign in Queensland. I think yourself and Taylor, one had an awesome time. Each of the horses winning, although one horse only won half a race, which is unique in itself. But also the way you guys promoted the sport, I think you've done an awesome job for the industry.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. It was a great trip all round. We took 4 horses up, and they, 3 of the 4 won, and we sold the other one up there to a couple of clients up there, and so it was actually a good trip all around.
I didn't realise who was the other one you took up there.
Oh, we took Dudo, I think, because we had a spare spot on the float. So he done a great job for us, and we looked at the programming out there, and there was a couple of suitable races, and the idea behind it was we take him up there. We weren't going to bring him back home because he's done a good enough job for us down here anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. But Williams, for starters, quite a unique horse. I don't think I've ever had one dead heat, let alone one dead heat twice. How many of you had dead heat over the journey for wins?
Just him.
And he's done it twice at his last 2 starts.
Correct.
It's quite unique, isn't it?
Yeah, he hasn't had many starts either. That's the funniest part about it. So I think he's only had 11 or 12 starts, and he's won 2 and dead heated another 2. So he just needs to learn to kick away a bit more.
He's a bit of a green horse. I was actually there when he won at St Arnaud his first start, and he was impressive, but also a bit naughty as well, I suppose, if you'd like to say. But he does seem to be maturing.
Yeah, I think he's went for a spell now, but I think in time he'll make the grade to be a metro horse. Like he's a good pacer. He's got a good heart rate, good constitution, but he's just very green and just doesn't know what he's doing. So when it clicks, I think he's going to be more than capable racing against the better ones in 12 months' time.
Yeah. I'm in trouble. The filly in the Oaks, who ran 4th, ran a slashing race too, Manhattan Chick. She was awesome in the final, albeit you're not getting 1st, 2nd or 3rd. You must have been wrapped in a run.
Yeah, she's been a bit of a surprise package, really. We only had her for a small period of time before she arrived at our joint, and she arrived in great order off Jeff Harding from Newcastle, and she's come down and just fitted in so well to the system. And she went up to Queensland and performed extremely well, and I think she'd be a horse to follow going forward with the New South Wales Challenge, the Vic Breds and the Oaks coming up.
Yeah, but that must have been I'm not going to say it's a shock, because a birdie told me that I had him on the show that you were very, very confident going up there that you'd be able to pick up a race with her. I think he might have said you would win the Southeast Oaks. David Miles, I'm talking about. He didn't back it. He didn't listen to you, but you had a fair bit of confidence about you.
Yeah, what she's shown us since she's arrived, it was no shock to us, and as everyone know, like, we've had a few nice 3-year-old fillies go through our hands over the years, and I would actually say she's actually better than Tay-Tay at the same age, and she's got good point-to-point speed, and she's only going to get better with that, and she's actually got more bottom than speed to her too. So we haven't seen her driven tough yet, only when she won first up at Bendigo for us, but in the New South Wales, in the Southeast Oaks in Queensland, she was driven quite and come home quite powerful, and the last 50 was quite impressive. And then she had no luck in the Queensland Oaks, and the last 50 was impressive again. So, yeah, she's going to be pretty handy.
Yep. Just on Tay, Alex just continues to do the job. She may not be quite as sharp as what she was maybe 2 years ago and a year and a half ago, but you still got to be so proud of her.
Yeah, she's I love her to bits, and I think everyone who's had a part of her career along the way has got the same opinion as I. Like, she just keeps on turning up every season and keeps on delivering, and she's been sent to the breeding barn after the Golden Girl, and Jason's done a terrific job with her over the last couple of seasons, and managed her so well. And we were having a chat the other day, and she's never had one joint injected the whole career. She's an amazing animal when you think about it. She's never been lame once. She's been crook a couple of times, but she's been 100% sound the whole way through. And yeah, she's raced from a 2-year-old all the way to a 7-year-old. So it's a credit to her.
Jason, he's a great trainer. He can be a hard marker from time to time, and he quite often, once a horse leaves his stable, doesn't have them back. He's taken her back, I think, 3 or 4 times. Like, he must really enjoy the filly. It must have really enjoyed having her around.
Yeah, he does. She's very nice to do anything with on the ground, and butter wouldn't melt her in her mouth when you're on the ground, brushing her up and walking around, and she's pretty nice to do anything but as soon as you put her in the bike, and she quickly lights up and knows what it's all about. And so she's pretty quirky in that way, but yeah, she's done a wonderful job over the years.
Plenty of breeding buffs watch this show. Who does she go to, mate?
She's booked. Don't get booked into Sweet Lou this year, so so we all decided to go to Sweet Lou, I think.
Yep, very good. All right, well, that's going to be one. And then I suppose you have to the think music after that, what you do, whether you go to the sales or you keep her and race her, and I suppose it'll probably depend on what you get, I suppose.
Yeah, I think because she's got a great race record, and she's raced the elite for so many years, and she was in that vintage crop of 3-year-old fillies with Ladies in Red, Stuffed Dillies, and herself and Doug's Babe, and there was quite a few. So more than likely the first couple of foals be going straight to the sale ring. So if anyone's keen to tap into that breed, they don't get an opportunity going forward. That's
exciting for people. That's exciting for you guys too, I suppose. Another string to your bow, Alex, of what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, like Tay and myself, we've got a couple of brood mares here at the moment, and when you look at it, if you got a good bloodline and at home, and you don't have to go to the yearling sales and spend 60 to 80,000 to buy well-bred horses, you got it in your backyard, and you can spend just paying the service fee. You can raise them yourself, and then you got that option if you want to sell them or keep them. So that's our goal, to improve our breeding as well. And Tay-Tay's fits that mould, and lucky for us, there's majority of the owners stayed in her, and we don't enjoy that ride together as well.
Yep, that's exciting. It's exciting for the industry. It's exciting that you guys aren't going anywhere fast either, which we will touch on in a minute. Parisian Artiste, mate, I know stable favourite for both of you. What he's been through, what he's been able to achieve, and it must have been such a proud moment when he got across the line in the Inter-Dominion heat, and I would reckon you would have been super proud of his run in the final.
Yeah, when he won that heat the week before the Inters, it was pretty impressive, and we were actually going through his form, and I said to Taylor a couple of days before he won the heat, I said, little interesting fact, you can keep up your sleeve, if you do find the front, he's never been beaten. So in front, so when he gets on the marker pegs and in front and rolling along on his own terms, he's pretty impressive to watch. So RC Phoenix couldn't sit outside him. I don't think anything on that night would have sat on his back or sat outside him and beat him that night. But all credit to Snooze, like he prepared RC Phoenix wonderful for the final, and it was way too good for everyone. But yeah, our bloke was super again in the final, and we couldn't be happier.
Yep, and I think you presented him beautifully. As I said, presented what you guys were able to showcase. I think for the industry was awesome. And I will take Brittany Graham, a little bit of the limelight of her, but what she called Tay, I actually just lost it. The super mum, I think she called her. But some of these pictures that the guys took after winning that heat, it's just awesome. And I'm sure they're photos you guys will be cherishing for a long time.
Yeah, 100%. And like he's done a super job. First time mother, Levi was not even 3 months old yet, and to look after a team of 4 up in Queensland and get up early in the morning, and it was a bit of a juggling act. But in saying that, big shout out to her mother Kim. She went up there and helped, so Tay could go up there and get him ready for the inters and all that. So yeah, big shout out to Kimmy.
What do you do with Prison Artiste, mate, now?
Good question, but we're floating the idea of going to New Zealand for Cup Week. So that's our goal. So he's at Sanderson's now on the Water Walker for a couple of weeks, and he'll come back down and back into work. And if he's coming up good and feeling good and looking good, more than likely you might see him in New Zealand.
Awesome. Hopefully you see me in New Zealand. That's a story for another. It's another story for another day. But that'd be exciting. I was just looking at his form. When you said there, when he leads, he wins. What barrier draw does he need? Because he's had some good draws and not led. What's a perfect barrier draw for this horse?
Probably 4. But if his main danger's got more gate speed than him on the outside, even more inside him, they can cross him because he's actually not that quick out. He holds his own, but he's not electrifying. So if he can work forward, and if there's the right horse in front, he can bully his way to the front, like he can find the front. But if there's like an RC Phoenix in front, he's not going to bully his way off RC Phoenix.
Yep. So he doesn't necessarily have that high speed to find the top. It's he sort of the intimidation factor almost. If you let me go past, you'll run second. Just hang on.
Correct.
Yep. So, which is hard in that grade. I mean, it's hard in any grade, but once you get right up with the big boys, they all have the opinion they can do it. And you look at the 4 horses that beat you home: RC Phoenix, Bet and Win, Oscar Bonavina, Gus. You beat home London to a brick. These are really, really good horses. Not as promised. Harry Stamper, Golden Sunsets. These are good horses. They're more than competitive anywhere.
Yeah, 100%. And then if you watch the replay of the final, when Tay went 3 wide at the 6, they actually drawn away from the pack, and he actually peaked on his run the last 75. So, and realistically, they've turned into a mile race really after the slow lead time and that. So yeah, they actually got motoring from the 6, and he was out 3 wide, cutting the rest of him in, and like I said, he just peaked the last 75.
Yep, it was 27.7. How was the carnival, mate?
Yeah, I thought I wasn't up there the whole 3 weeks. I was there for the last week, but sitting at home watching it, it was pretty good. The first night you had a round of heats, and the first night you had the Rising Sun, which was pretty good. And then you had the Proto Star the next week, and then into the Dominion, and there was a lot going on, but it was good because it kept you watching and keeping you intrigued what was around the corner. And it was actually one of the biggest crowds I've seen for some time there on last Saturday night. It was just outstanding to see so many people on course to come and watch the 2 finals.
Yeah, which is what we want, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. We need to bump some seats, and we've got a champion in Length of Fame, and it's quite amazing how many people come off the streets to come and watch him at Albany Park. In general, it's just quite amazing.
Yeah. You put a post up. One of the reasons I wanted to, what wasn't the reason I wanted to ring you because of what you guys were able to achieve, but you said there, take me back to Queensland. If you had the choice of anywhere else, any other carnival, mate, in the world, just after coming to Queensland, I'm not saying this will be better than Queensland, but where would you go?
Probably Queensland, just for the weather.
Yep.
you bounce out out of bed in the mornings. You want to actually get out and do something. You know yourself, Paul. You're stuck in Victoria and it's raining, wet, frosty, and you're not too eager to get outside. But up there, you pretty much can walk out in a t-shirt and a pair of shorts, and you're right to go. So, it's pretty nice weather in general. But I don't think I will cope in summer though. So, something has to give every now and then, doesn't it?
It does indeed. We've had anyone that's not here in Central Victoria, we've had 80 mil. Well, we had 80 mil here. I don't know how you went, Alex, for the week, but off the back of a drought, the place is mud pies. There's hardly any grass, so there's just water laying everywhere, and it's very depressing. I actually had a 2-fruit canal as well today, Alex, so I've had the whole box and dice. You say about bouncing out of bed, I can't wait to get to Ireland. That's the one thing I can't wait to do.
I can imagine, but yeah. It's we needed the rain, but I'm happy it came. But yeah, it's at the same token, you don't want to be working at the same time.
How many are you working, mate?
I cut back down to 18 over the last couple of weeks, just because we went away and to Queensland and that. So we'll slowly build back up to around about 20, or 24, I should say. Still got some babies to come back into work, so 18 in work at the moment, so hopefully it doesn't get out of hand pretty quick.
Yep, and you're both definitely still in the game. I know Tate went back to work a little bit more so for a mindset than money. People might think, it's a money point of view, but it was actually just to get away from the grind of harness racing. What do you do, mate, to get away from it?
Good question, Paul. I usually have a couple of few quiet ones after I finish for the day.
Yep.
And if I get the time, I like to watch my footy and that. So that's about all.
Yep. You don't read. You don't do anything else.
Listen to a couple of podcasts. Listen to my music. That's about all. Watch a couple of movies. I don't mind cooking every now and then if I have a night off. You could say that's an outlet.
Well, it was funny because tonight's show was actually going to be a cooking show, but then I wasn't sure tonight's show was going to go ahead, so I had to just sit pat. But I am going to do a cooking show, so you might have to send in your favourite recipe when I do the cooking show when I get back from Ireland, because we've got to have a bit of fun. We've got to find out what is your signature dish.
I don't go too bad on the Weber with the ribeye steaks on the bone, and then you get your crunchy potatoes with honey carrots and a pumpkin salad on the side as well. So,
do you make the salad?
Yeah, I make it from scratch. So, yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to need a picture next time you do that. It'll have to go onto the show. So, yeah, I think that might be me Barrastock. The Barrastock guys are on. I did the bloody harness challenge there a few years ago. We might have to do the food challenge and just. Actually, I could be smart and go around and taste everyone's food, and then I'd end up the side of a house. But that could work as well, couldn't it?
I actually just sent you a picture of the ribeye steaks. Actually,
I'll be able to put it on the show. Don't you worry about that. If it comes through, that is for sure. Bibliomania, actually, Alex, that's a word. So Brett Coffey always likes to be random. He sent me a book the other day to read, which I'll take with me to Ireland to read. But they sent me a bookmark in it, and he challenged me to be able to get any of these words in there. So bibliomania is extreme preoccupation with collecting books. So there, Brett, job achieved. So you can tell him that I got one of those silly words in there for you, mate, and go from there. Right, hang on a sec. So this should work.
I thought you were dyslexic, Paul.
Mate, I am dyslexic, but that's a story for another day. I spent 5 minutes working that word out to make sure that it was the right word. Now, Let's see if this picture comes up. There you are. That is your signature dish. That's not a restaurant meal?
No. That's
wow.
Me at home on the Weber and in the kitchen.
So do you send that to everyone to turn around and say what you've cooked as well?
No, I sent it to Taylor. She was up in Queensland. I'm like, this is what I cooked for Terry and I. So she's like, she was a bit jealous, I think.
I don't think so. She just said that to make you feel better.
Yeah, probably.
Right, the cooking show's on. We'll have to have a challenge. You're going to have to come up with something else now after that photo, though. That'll be it. Mate, thank you. Really appreciate you joining me. Well done. I actually noticed, hang on, one thing. Mildura. We talked about Jason Grimson. You're on an absolute Monty, aren't you, in the first at Mildura? Better zip it. Previously trained by Grimo.
Yeah, Yeah, you could say that.
Only off our show. I'm not saying you have to declare it or anything. I don't do punting, you know that. But I just found it. I had a bit of a wry giggle when I saw that. I thought, well, there's an omen if ever I've seen one.
Yeah, Ryan's got it going pretty good at the moment. So hopefully he can keep its winning streak alive. And so so more money for Levi can spend on his education.
Yep. We won't go there. We'll leave that one alone. I was going to pick on you there. I was going to pick on you for a minute, but Dad will be sitting there waiting. But I know Mum will tell me off, so it won't be a problem. You still enjoy going to Mildura, mate? You've got a full book again this week. Do you still enjoy going there?
Oh, well, my honest opinion, probably no. But if you want to take 4 horses to the races or whatever, they cater for every horse up there, and you can fill the float up, and you know you don't go up there every week and earn good money, and they still race for the same amount of money as down here up there, and the opposition's probably not as strong, and it's been pretty good for me over the years, and it's probably set us up in some sort of way to quickly get horses from New South Wales, from the Riverina, to take up there to win their bonuses and form great relationships with owners and that from Sydney. So, it's you could say, that's where we cut our teeth at, and like I said, like they program for every horse up there. So if you got a maiden to a free for all horse up there, you don't get a run every week. So they do cater for every horse, and it's a pity that other tracks don't do the same, to be honest, because it was eliminated a lot of travel, taking 1 to Shep or 2 to Kilmore, etc. So, it's good in that way. But the 8-hour or 9-hour round trip, it wears you down.
Would indeed. I've got no doubt about that. Wears me down just thinking about it, but that's okay. Lukey Dunn, just very quickly too, well done to him and Tori the other day for getting their first Metro winner. It's going to be a great thrill for them both.
Yeah, 100%. There's 2 young kids starting off from scratch and kicking goals. Like, it's a credit to them. They pretty much started from the bottom, and they worked their way up to have a nice little handy team. And it's good to see them to get some results with a nice horse. All the Rage, aka Hollywood, which recently Tay and I had as a 2-year-old and 3-year-old, and as an early 4-year-old as well. So he's a nice horse, and all credit to Germo. He likes backing the young generation, and he sent it to Luke and Tori, and they getting a reward.
No, exactly. I realised that after I said it, you guys did have that. Mark Hughes was watching. Hollywood's my nickname. That's what he calls me. So it's actually, and my daughter's name is Holly, and I call her Wooder. So so actually we all should be on all the rage by the sounds of it. So mate, thank you. Always appreciate you giving me a bit of time. Thank you. I appreciate you being busy today as well. But thank you, and well done for the showcasing our great industry up there in Queensland, and in such a positive light. I think it's awesome. Yourself and Tay and Levi and Kimmy did an awesome job. Did Terry go up for final night?
He went up for the final week, and he in other words, he enjoyed himself extremely well. And by the end of it, he was quite happy to be home to have a bit of a detox.
The Breakfast Creek Hotel would have been smashed.
Oh, he was on first name basis at the Brecky Creek Hotel. Didn't take him long to get to that status, but he's a very likeable man, and he knows how to enjoy himself.
More affectionately known as Turkey. He's a great man of our industry as well. So very private. You won't see too many interviews, that's for sure. But it does a good job. Puts a lot of horses around, and does a great job as well. So Alex, thanks very much, mate.
No worries, Borley.
Thank you. We have Alex Ashwood, which I just hung up on. But Terry French does an awesome job. Graham Searle, whilst he loves his trotters, the Little Brown Jug in Delaware State Fair is a trip that is on his list. And I think there's quite a few of those. He's on the YouTube page too. So one of those great trips that if you want to be a part of, make sure you go through and do that one as well. NZB guys, I apologise. I forgot about that one. Entries close this Friday, the 31st. Make sure you get involved with that. They've got quite a few yearlings nominated already, but don't miss out. So close this Friday. The sales are February 16th at Karaka in Auckland and the 18th at Christchurch. So the Monday and the Wednesday they are, anyone wondering. Go from there. So you could go Tassie on the 14th, APG Melbourne on the 15th, and then Auckland Karaka on the 16th. So it's going to be a very busy start to the yearling season. So make sure you get in touch with that. The NZB breeders seminars are on at the minute. Got told there was 173, I think, people turned up at Christchurch, and they're saying there was a huge turnout tonight as well. Haven't got any official numbers. To be honest, I was talking to Duncan McPherson from Aldebaran Park, and he had been given a phone call. Basically, the guy rang up just to say, geez, you should see the people here, which is outstanding. So, yeah, great for the industry. Breeding numbers are down in New Zealand, so let's hope we can stagnate, if not produce more horses, because then the industry is better for it, better quality, better bred winners going forward. Sorry, I better take that down there because people will be thinking Alex is going to talk, but go from there. Another one too, because I do have... Oh, I didn't put that on. Or maybe I did put it on. Let's see if I did. I don't think I did, actually. Might be able to add it in. Let's just see something for a sec. Just bear with me for 1 second, because I actually have forgotten to do something. I don't normally do this, but apparently you guys can't see it. I did a tile up of the... that was the wrong button. That one there. I don't think it's on here, unfortunately. No, I didn't transfer it over. So anyway, that's okay. The Yabby Farms stay in draft. I might actually be able to do it this way because they do have all of their stallions on their page. I am coming. This won't work actually because I'm on the wrong page, I reckon, because, yep, that's... Oh, yeah, here we go. Will that blow up? Won't matter. We can deal with that. We'll deal with that. We'll go this way. And you can see there the full list of stay-ins there with Call Me the Breeze at 4,500, EL Titan 3,500, Classic Connection 3.5, plus GST for all of these. Those three boys are all eligible, available in New Zealand. Queensland have Always Ready and Used to Me, only available in Australia. On a Streak, available in Australia and New Zealand at 3.5 here in Australia, 3,000 in New Zealand plus GST on both of those. All cashed up at $1,250 plus GST there, plus the Frozen Seaman with Equerry D, Orlando Vici, Bird Parker, Back of the Neck, Dimitru Firm, a horse I don't know, that's an Italian one, and Nad Al Shelba. Anyway, a mouthful there. Got a few names to learn, so we will be catching up with Pat at some stage to get across those ones as well. So make sure you get in touch with those. Shane Sanderson had a treble at Cranbourne the other night, so well done to him for that. My friends at Brecken Farms had a double. They had a race double at Addington. I think they had 5 winners during the week. Mystery Beach for Blair, and Mark Jones also won the other day as well. So plenty of news happening then. We've had plenty of guys tune into the YouTube feed. Yep, All the Rage, Dave Miles, Shane Sanderson. Nutrient, I will say, I am catching up tomorrow with, hopefully anyway, with Harness Racing Victorian CEO Matt Isaacs about some exciting announcements for the breeding scene here in Victoria as well. So get into it and make sure you get involved in it and go from there. Support the guys that support me, but support everyone. I don't care who you support as long as you breed. We need more people breeding. We need more horses racing. We want more quality bred horses, more winners. We want to have more fun. That's what we want to do. So, yeah. So, all right. That is pretty much all that I've got. As I said, the different gravy this week was Sensors. For Mark Hughes. That's his different gravy, I should say. For the team at Woodlands, started by American Ideal out of Lettuce Reason. 155 to 26.5, if you don't mind, last quarter. A little bit green a couple of times, got a little bit wonky in its gate. But yeah, finishing off super the last 100 metres there. You just see really stretching out by AI. One of Hughes's favourites, so it wasn't a hard push, that one there. And of course, the stallion roster is up there as well. Go to woodlandstud.co.nz to be able to view their full catalogue. What's this one? Aldebaran Eagle, 3,450. I've got to update that one. Just going through some of the stuff that I've got here to make sure that I've done everything. Major doozies for my great supporters at Brecken Farms. Brought up win number 200 as a driver for Kim Butt. And caught up with Kimmy earlier in the show. If you haven't watched, go back and watch a replay. And 300 for Brent White. Brent and Timmy trained together. They've had 89 winners as a partnership, but this was his 300th individual winner, if you like, separated. So well done to him as well. Major doozy. Bred by Brecken Farms. Great supporters of Campbell's Comments. And another farm we want you to support, as well as Barristock. Look after the team at Barristock. Barristock Horse Feeds are great supporters of Campbell's Comments. Have been since its inception, so I cannot thank those guys enough. That's the one. I knew there was one more, and I keep looking at it and didn't see it. Lady Vici, Joe Vassallo, huge congratulations to you. 479 days, and it brings up another win. That horse has now had 7 starts, 6 wins. Don't have all of its records there in front of me, but it was super. James Herbertson in the bike, won the other night at Melton. Super impressive, and a horse with a future that we need to be able to celebrate and and get it out there. So it was a super win. Graham Searle, as he said there, he's a trotting nut. I don't think he was in the race. I think it was this race here. Just making sure. No, Pete didn't have one in it, so no, Graham wasn't in the race. But I'll get it up. I just got to get up the last 100 metres. I love the graphics on these things. They can be just a wee bit tricky, but you'll see the horse just getting out there into the open, and it gets a little bit wobbly from time to time. Beat Alrighty for Kate and Andy by Sky Valley, of course, standing at Aldebaran Park. But this horse got the chockies there. Lady Vici by Orlando Vici. So did an awesome job. So well done, Joe. Awesome training performance as well. Right up. That's a wrap. Will not be back. There will be no On Loose Lines next week because I will be in Ireland. Actually, we'll be in Ireland next week or the week after. So there'll be a 2-week sojourn. Plenty of content coming out on Loose Lines. The potential for a live show is still borderline. Mark Hughes and I have discussed it. Just a timeline. We might have to do one. We might be able to do a late night that'll be your brekkie, or a brekkie that'll be a late night. We may do one. We'll just see how we go that way into the future. So, keep a good eye out on Campbell's Comments and On Loose Lines. You'll be able to see plenty of them. Megan Forbes, give me a like on Twitter. So don't forget you can keep across it on all the platforms, social media platforms. There'll be random stuff going up on the Instagram page. Do a little bit on TikTok, but fair dinkum, it does your head in. So don't stress too much over that. But Facebook and that, or keep up to date with Campbell's Comments.com on the internet. If you're not on any of those other platforms, you don't even have to be signed up to YouTube. You'll be able to watch all the YouTube footages there as well. So thank you very much. Thanks to the guys who got involved off the YouTube feed. I appreciate that. And if you're on YouTube, give it a like, give it a subscribe. I'm less than 100 short, I think. No, just over 100. Unbelievable. You drop them off, you pick them up, you drop them off. If I get over 1,000, you're meant to be able to earn, but who knows. Diamond Creek, looks forward to seeing the guys at Diamond Creek next week. Plenty of news going to be coming out of there. I believe, as I said, Andrew Kelly, Bob Fowler standing down, so there are things that are afoot. There are changing. So plenty happening there, and David Branch also stepping down at Cambridge. Bit of a drain the swamp week, I would say. So, Rightio, guys. Thank you so much to everyone that has tuned in. Always thank people that have contributed, Alex Ashwood and Kim Butt. But more importantly, thank you to you guys. Keep supporting me. Keep watching the show. Keep doing it. See you in a few weeks. See you in about 3 weeks. Thank you very much.